Hello, Rick West here. I hope that the new year brings you health, happiness, and prosperity as you continue forward in your Chapter 13 case. Your Chapter 13 plan requires you to provide tax returns to the trustee each year. In years past, the trustee has only required the first 2 pages of the state and federal returns, but this year the requirement has been greatly increased. Beginning in 2022, you are required to provide the trustee with PDF copies of everything that you file with the IRS and the state. You're also required to remove all personal identifiers like Social Security numbers, children's names, and your bank account information. The trustee requires that the federal and state tax returns be provided all schedules, all attachments, all W-2s, 1099s, and similar attachments. Basically, he wants to see a complete copy of every document that you file with the feds and state. In prior years, we were able to assist our clients in the redaction process or by making PDF copies from paper files or converting JPEGs, but we're unable to do that this year. Due to COVID and the current economy, the number of client support requests in our Chapter 13 cases has more than doubled as our clients struggle to deal with illness, job loss, income interruption, and other problems that require our assistance in their Chapter 13 cases. We've reached our maximum capacity to assist our clients who have faced motions to dismiss, they need plan modifications, or other attorney intervention to make sure that their cases don't fail. For this reason, we're unable to accommodate requests to make copies, redact information, or convert JPEGs to PDF format as we have done in the past. Fortunately, it's not too difficult or time-consuming for you to create the redacted PDF copies to send to the trustee. And in this video, I'll show you how to do that. First, you'll need to redact or hide the Social Security numbers on every page and the names of any minor children. Most people provide the IRS with their bank account information so that their refund can be directly deposited into their bank accounts. You'll need to hide this information as well. If you don't want to mark up your originals, just take a Post-it note and use it to hide this information while you're taking photos of the pages. Make sure that you pay attention to the size of the PDF files that you create and reduce the size if necessary. Our system has a maximum attachment size of 20 megabytes. Most PDF programs have a setting to shrink the size of the file if you need to. If you try to send a file that's larger than this, we won't get it, and you may not get an error message, and we won't even know that you tried to send it. The trustee prefers a single PDF per case, so you should combine individual files. For example, a married couple filing individually would have 2 tax returns. Combine these into one file, including state and federal. And be sure to name the file properly. This is really important. The trustee needs to see your last name and your case number. Use your name and case number as your file name. The case number is found in the help desk. It's the year that your case was filed, followed by 5 numbers. So it'll look something like 21-32323 or maybe 19-34567. For example, if I was filing my Chapter 13, my file name would be West Richard 2031234. Note that there are severe penalties for failing to provide the complete tax information to the trustee. Nearly all cases provide that you may retain up to a maximum of $3,000 tax refund per case. Any refund that you get in excess of this amount must be paid to the trustee, and this is per case, not per person. If you receive earned income credit or additional child tax credit, which is different than the child tax credit, and this totals more than $3,000, then you get to keep this greater amount. Now, this is not added to the $3,000. This is if your additional child tax credit or earned income credit combined exceed the $3,000. If you don't provide the tax information by the due date, which is April 30th, you'll forfeit the entire tax refund, even if you would otherwise been able to keep it all. So it's really important to get this done on time. And if the tax information is not provided at all, or if the refund required to be paid in is not paid, your case could be dismissed. So it's very important to get this information to us as soon as you can. What is the trustee doing with this information? Under federal bankruptcy law, the trustee is permitted to review cases at any time to determine if an increase in plan payment is warranted due to an increase in your income. If you've been fortunate enough to have an increase in your income, and if the increase when compared to your income in the year you filed is approximately 10% or more, the trustee will want us to update your income and expense information. Now, this doesn't mean automatically that your plan payment is going to increase just because your income increased. It just means that it'll be reviewed. We'll let you know if the trustee contacts us with a request to update your information. Only some, not all of these requests result in payment increases. Each case is reviewed individually. This is the way to put your tax returns together in a PDF redacted format for the trustee. So what I've done here is I've laid out my schedules, my 1040s. This one has a Schedule A. I've got my W-2s there. So they're all ready to go. What I did, you can see, normally you're going to want to redact 2 or 3 pieces of information on your 1040. Your social security number. If there are children, you'll hide the children's names. And then if you've put your bank account information on page 2 of the 1040, you'll redact it there. So what we do, since we don't want to mark up our originals, is we just take a Post-it note. And you can just take a Post-it note, and sometimes you might want to cut it to size so you don't hide other information. And then just put it over the information that you want to hide. So you'll do that for your 1040. Now, note that on some tax preparers, we'll also put your social security numbers up here at the top or the bottom, so watch out for that. And on your W-2 and 1099 as well, you'll want to make sure that you hide your social. I'd hide the employer's ID as well. Leave the rest of the information there. On schedules, always your social will be at least in one part. But again, you might have it at the bottom or top depending on what kind of software your tax preparer uses. So once you've got all that done, lay them out, and then take your Genius Scan app, make sure the format is PDF, and you're going to hit the orange plus. Now you can use any program. We like this one because it works well and it's free. And you're going to let it focus and take a picture. Now, if you like the picture that you've got, great. You might want to turn the auto or the flash on. Go to the next page. You'll see an orange box around it. Once it settles down, hit that to take it. Same thing here. Now, you want to move your camera up and down to make sure that your orange box covers all of the document that you're trying to photograph. Otherwise, it'll cut off. You can see we got it all there. Do this for all of the documents that you're going to send. When you're done, you hit done. And then to send, look at the resolution and see the different selections. We have a 20 megabyte maximum file size, so you might need to change the resolution on your PDF output. In this particular case, the largest is 4.2 meg, but if you went it all the way small, it's 673 kilobytes. So watch this, make sure you stay within the 20 megabyte maximum attachment. When you're done, just go ahead and you'll want to rename the file. So go to the rename screen and rename this file. Your last name, West, and then your case number, which we'll say it's 21 3 4 5 6 7. Save it. and then send it. Format, the right resolution to fit within the file size, and you're done. That's all you need to do.